Welcome to another episode of Women in Focus. Our woman in focus today is the president of an amazing organization called Canadian-powered Women of Fiji Foundation. Her name is
Mehazfin.
Mehazfin.
Yes.
So when you have the last A in there, would you just pronounce Mehazfin?
That's right.
Ah, beautiful. Mehazfin Chand. How are you doing, Mehazfin?
I'm good, Sushmaji.
Who named you, your mom or dad?
A little bit of both. Actually, there is a Rehana after Mehazfin.
Oh, so you've got two names.
Yes.
And then, yes, majority of the people who come from Fiji usually have a South Asian name, and then the middle name is usually Western.
That's right.
And then the last name. So was Rehana your name when you were in school?
No, they always been a Mehazfin. Rehana was the choice of my mom. And my dad wanted to put Mehazfin. So they both decided to let's do both together.
Very smart. So, Mehazfin, tell me something about yourself. When were you born here? Were you born in Fiji?
So, born in 1973, Susmaji, in Fiji. So, definitely born in Fiji, but proud Canadian though, I must say.
Yes.
Yeah, in Canada we moved 2000. Yeah, 2000, that's when we moved to Canada. And it has been 23 lovely years, I would say.
Beautiful.
And we have been residing in Abbotsford since then.
Wow,
yes.
Such a far place.
45 minutes drive, 1 hour drive.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. So, you know, the organization that you founded, did you find it or you're just the president?
No, me and my husband, Mr. Andy Chand. He's the founder and I'm the co-founder.
Okay.
We have founded this Canadian Empowered Women of Fiji Foundation.
And why did it come about? Why did you need to do that?
That's a very good question, Sushmaji. One day we were just, you know, we help out community.
Yes.
Going out with other organizations, you know, any fundraising we do, or so anybody's doing, we help them out. And then one day we decided, why don't we have something, you know, Fiji, founded by Fiji, you know, women's, we are so many, we're hardworking, we all can do that. And as we were preparing, you know, putting the paperwork, it has to be government, you know, authorized and stuff.
Of course.
And, you know, bunch of women, we got together, and this flood, BC flood happened 2021.
Right.
That was in November. And that was like a, you know, a click, like a light to what we are thinking of.
Right.
And there you go, we formed this organization, and we did first fundraising for the BC flood victims. And there you go, here we are today.
Fantastic. So it came out of, you know, helping people.
Exactly.
And so when you were raising funds, was it just for women or was it by women for the community?
Personally, when we were helping out, like my granddaughter was born.
Yes.
She was born 2019. She was in a BC Children's Hospital for 6 weeks. And, you know, your heart goes out when you see so many that needs help.
Yes.
And then that's when the pandemic hit too.
Yes.
So we made rations. We got people's name that need help. We went, me and my husband, my kids, and a bunch of other, you know, volunteers. We went to houses, giving out food.
Right.
And that's, you know, we decided to have our organization. And what we did as ladies, we sat together. It's like, I might be wrong, not pretty much sure if there is any women organization founded by Fiji or name of Fiji, but we said, okay, we are all from Fiji, right? Yes. It doesn't have to be we doing stuff for Fiji. Why don't we look that need help around us?
Right.
That's the first thing we're going to step on. That's BC flood victim. We help them out. Then we did Mother's Day. In Mother's Day, we did fundraising for Ukraine.
Okay.
So we sent, you know, and that time provincial and federal government was matching the
That's
donation.
right, all the funds that were being raised.
Yes, and because we were such a small or a new organization, it was kind of difficult to get out there and let people know who we are. But we did. We did $5,175,
which is beautiful,
and tripled by the government. And this is like $15,000 that gone towards Ukraine.
Wow!
And we did a donation through Red Cross.
So your organization has got a tax-deductible receipt?
We have done all the papers.
Paperwork for that.
And we're still waiting for the number.
Okay, so the minute you get the number, anybody who donates to your organization, they get a tax-deductible receipt.
Absolutely.
To have a very positive way of thinking about it.
Yes, I must say, women out there are very supportive.
Of course.
Number one would be you.
Oh yes.
Right? and you are our, leader, mentor. We always watch you. We always get the, that vibe that we women can do so much. It's unbeatable, right? So I must thank you first as well.
Well, thank you.
Yes, there's a great support.
Yes.
Not from only our Fijian community. There's other communities, they are coming out, helping us, whether it comes to volunteer decoration, whether it's our food drive.
Right.
Any events we do in the hall, we decorate ourselves.
I see.
And they help us. We have East Indian community, Filipino community, any community that...
All of them get together.
They are get together. It's not because it's formed by Fijian community, it's because it's Canadian empowered women. There's the word empowered women.
Yes, all the empowered women join you.
Exactly.
I want to take you back to your childhood and find out where does this drive come from. Let's take a short commercial break, get the program paid for, and then we'll continue.
For sure, absolutely.
Mehazfin is our Woman in Focus today. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Women in Focus. Our Woman in Focus today is the president of a beautiful organization called Canadian Empowered Women of Fiji Foundation. Short form is CEWFF, and her name is Mehazfin Chand. So, Mehazfin, as a child, were you always interested in helping people?
Well, I'm born in Fiji, Sushma. Like I said, already told you, right? In Fiji, it's so get together. You're so fortunate to have everything. It makes you feel, okay, you're so blessed. Why can't we do more? And definitely it comes from how we grew up.
Right.
How you have seen your upbringing, your parents have done things in their life, and we want to, promote the same.
Right. So how many in your family?
I have 5 brothers.
Wow.
I'm the only daughter.
That must have been like fantastic for you.
Yeah, well, when you're only one, sometimes you get pushed around from all the sides, right? But then you come out as a leader, right? But I have a very big family. I do have a stepbrother and a sister in Australia too.
Okay.
I have a brother in Fiji that's in police force, so he's there. I have a brother that's in US, and I have 3 brothers here. My mom lives with me. My dad is in Australia with his other families. But yeah, I have a big family.
Oh, that's very nice.
I have 2 boys. I have 2 grandkids.
Wow.
Yes.
So, so you must have gotten married quite young.
Yes, yes.
And was that arranged?
No.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about that.
No, my marriage wasn't arranged. I met my husband during school years.
Okay.
Back in the days. Say 1989.
Right.
And he's being a Hindu, I being a Muslim.
Right.
We decided to, get married. So we've been together for last 36 years.
Isn't that just beautiful?
Yes, we haven't killed each other yet.
Yet it should not be in the sentence at all.
Yes.
That means you are thinking of doing that. I don't think you are.
No, we are so occupied. We have grandkids now.
Yes.
And we have our shares, you know, who spends more time with them.
Yes.
And this organization, we are busy with...
Both of you are spending time in this organization.
Yes, we are.
So now you said you've got 2 kids, 2 boys?
Two boys.
2 boys. And they are married, they've got kids.
They have got
So
kids.
when you were growing up with the kids being little, how was that for you and your husband in a country that you've adopted and, you know, become Canadian? How was it?
That was a huge challenge, Sushma ji, because 2000, that's when coup happened in Fiji. And we were only given 3 weeks. Like when we applied for tourist visa,
right.
I was only given 3 weeks to leave Fiji, otherwise your visa is not valid, right?
Okay.
It expires, right? And then it took us 1 week to get the tickets, everything, and we came to Canada.
Right.
When we came to Canada, we applied for refugee.
Right.
And when we came to Canada, we came with nothing.
Of course.
Right, because
as a
coup
refugee,
happened. Yes, yeah, we came with nothing. And my 2 kids, my older one was 10 years, my younger one was only 4 years. My mom, my brothers were there, but you know, you don't want to interfere.
No.
All right, and me, my husband being a different culture and we living differently, it was a huge challenge. But we survived, right? I was working 2 jobs. I started working 2001, that's when our work permit came.
Right.
I started working 2 jobs, my husband was working, so I leave home, I take transit.
Right.
And work in Cloverdale, so I leave home 5 o'clock.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Yeah.
And then 5 o'clock, so I get there at 7 o'clock, I work 4 hours, 5 hours, then I go to my other job.
Right.
And then that's how we end up, like within 2 years, we bought a house in Abbotsford, moved there. Then I was still doing 2 jobs, right? From Abbotsford to Cloverdale,
right.
Cloverdale to Delta. I used to do telemarketing there.
But by that time, you'd bought a car.
We bought a car.
Yes, thank God
my
for
brother
that.
helped us to get a car. We did buy a car.
Yes.
Something that, you know, that runs, right?
Yeah, it's a necessity over here.
Exactly.
I mean, our transit system isn't that great that you can work 2 jobs and use transit only.
I know, yeah, but you know, getting the license was the other challenge.
Right.
I always used to drive back home without shoes. And over here, when I went for my test drive, and the instructor said, no, you can't, you have to wear your shoes, because back home, nobody cares, right?
Oh, no one wears shoes there?
I didn't.
You didn't?
I
Okay.
didn't wear shoes. And over here, when I went for my first driving test, and she said, no, she failed me right away.
For your very first test?
Very first test. But, you know, after 3 of them, I made it.
Only 3?
Only 3.
Very
and
good.
I'm so proud to, you know, I'm not shy telling people that what I've been through.
Yes.
And where I am today.
Yes.
I'm just like so proud of myself, right?
So your first few jobs, what did you do? I mean,
I was working in Wendy's.
Okay.
As a supervisor there.
Right.
Then I was doing telemarketing, 2 jobs together.
Right.
Because Delta was too far, I worked 2 years, 2 jobs from Abbotsford to Delta.
Right.
So Cloverdale to Delta, Delta back home. It was quite a bit of drive. And my kids were like, you know, still young. So I decided to leave one. And I worked as a supervisor until 2004 in Wendy's. From Wendy's, I got hired in KFC as an assistant manager.
Okay.
From there, I'm still working for KFC.
Right.
I'm a lead restaurant manager.
Right.
I'm a trainer. I do a bunch of whole other stuff. It's quite a journey, and I'm proud what I did and where I am today.
Lovely. I want to come back to your organization and, you know, things that you want to do in life. Welcome back to Women in Focus. Our Woman in Focus today is a woman of many talents. So the bug of helping out people alongside with your own job, I mean, it's not that you've retired, and you're doing this. You're doing this and you're working as well.
Absolutely.
And you also have grandkids.
Yes.
Do you have to look after them?
Well, I'm very lucky in that case, Sushmaji. My daughter-in-law and my daughter-in-law is a LPN. She works across the border, and my son is a correction officer.
You're right.
They has made it very clear, because mom and dad, you guys have worked very hard all your life, right? We don't want you to, get too busy with the grandkids. Enjoy your life. And I appreciated that.
Very nice.
And twice a week or anytime you want, they drop them off. She's very attached. Aubrey is her name. Very attached to us. But they live with their own parents. They have their house and, they live. But we love to spend time with them.
Yes.
Spoil them, yes.
So have they ever gone away on holiday and left the kids with you?
No, no, I'm not looking forward to that.
But that will happen one day.
That will happen, yes.
So let's talk about what the South Asian women and the South Asian community here is varied. When I first came here, the Fijian community had also started coming in here.
Right.
And the radio station that we started, we had a lot of Fijian people working in it because the language they spoke was Hindustani, and that's the language that we were broadcasting in. And I found that the people from Fiji are open-minded as far as religion is concerned, and you just confirmed that for me, that you come from a Muslim family married to a Hindu, and there hasn't been an issue as far as you're concerned.
No, I don't see that way. I haven't seen it. In the beginning, there was some conflicts. Of course, it should be.
In everybody's life, there are conflicts.
And now, I think everybody is very open-minded. There is not very much of Muslim or Hindu left. They're all combining together. Of course, everybody goes, some goes to mosque, some goes to temple, some goes to church. But when we are at one place, we don't differentiate ourselves as she's Hindu or Muslim.
So I think the Fijian community, South Asian Fijian community, has been in Fiji for such a long time, and their history is also very different from the history of all the Indians, because they were also taken as laborers.
Yes.
And in certain cases, indentured laborers, right?
That's right. They were brought from India through British, and we call it Girmit time.
Yes.
Girmit time. And they worked hard, and we just had our October 10th was our Fiji Independence Day. We celebrated that. So they worked hard to, brought us free where they were, and we do appreciate what they have done for us. If we were in India, not sure where I am specifically from India, but yeah, it's those days, they have worked hard, and then it continued.
Right.
People still work hard.
The country of Fiji, right?
Yes. Anytime when somebody asks me where you're from, when they tell them I'm from Fiji, they say, "What are you doing here?" Yes, it's beautiful for holidays.
Yes.
But when it comes to living there, lifestyle is difficult.
Yes.
People struggle there. The growth of the country is always brought down because of political issues. They continue to have those issues. I don't want to live my life in fear of my kids, and that was the one main reason for us to leave Fiji. Holidays, yeah, we always go there and visit our families and stuff, but love my Canada.
This is the country that's given you a purpose, right?
Exactly.
So where do you see your organization, what do you see your organization doing? Where do you want to take it?
We want to continue support BC Children's Hospital, as well as the Cancer Foundation, Heart and Stroke. That's our goal. We want to continue support it. They need a lot of help. And our community, I think they are kind of shy if they have some kind of sickness. They're shy to talk about it.
Right.
We want to get into that and educate people. It's okay. Everybody suffers that. And in near future, if everything is, if God forbid, if there's any disaster happens in Fiji, we are always there to support Fiji too.
Right.
Yeah, so we are very open-minded, Sushmaji. We are very transparent. Everything that we do, We want to make sure that our community knows what we're doing. If we even like raise $500, we tell them this is where the money came from, and this is what we're gonna do. We do 4 events. February we did heart and stroke.
Yes.
Mother's Day we did BC cancer.
Yes.
And then during summer, or just before summer or after summer, like we just did in October 2nd, our food drive.
Okay.
So our food drive is always the money that we organize or contribute or raise for society.
Okay.
We just had our food drive, 6,000. We raised $6,300.
Lovely.
And still people are coming to and telling us that we missed your food drive. We did chop suey drive, $10 served, and it was very successful. So once a year, we do that fundraising for the society.
And in December, you're having an event?
December 9th, it's coming up December 9th, we are having an event at Taj Park Convention Center for BC Children's Hospital.
Okay.
We're selling tickets for that, but we're also asking everybody to please bring at least 1 toy.
Right.
So that we can take all those toys to BC Children's Hospital for all the kids that are, putting smile on their face. That's the best way to put it there. Yes.
I think the type of organization that you have set up, which doesn't just help one organization, but helps many different facets of the community. That is beautiful.
Yes, that's our goal. We want to continue doing that with the blessing of everybody and our supporters and God. We want to continue in that route. 4 events for sure, 3 main events, 1 hour fundraising for the society.
Right.
That's our goal. But we're not saying that that's the end.
Yes.
Right? If we are asked to do something, or we think as an organization that, okay, this particular thing needs help, we're going to jump on it. We'll be right on it.
If people wanted more information about your organization, where can they get it? They
can always reach our website. We have cewff.ca. They can go on to our info on our website. They're there. They can also call the number. We have it. I can give you the number.
Yes.
The phone number they can reach at 604-831-0240, and then also 604-825-8261.
Thank you so very much for taking time and coming to our studios.
You're welcome, Sushmaji. I'm so blessed to sitting here in Riyadh and talking to you, and I would like to thank you for having us. Thank you so much.
Mehazfin Chand has been our Woman in Focus today. Don't go away. We'll be right back.